successful, you gotta be willing to give up sleep. You gotta be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you really want to be successful, some days you will have to stay up 3 days in a row. Because you gotta be willing to work off for 3 hours of sleep, 2 hours. If you don't want it badder than you want to party, you don't want it as much as you want to be cool. Most of you don't want success. You don't want it badder than. I don't know how many of y'all got asthma in here today, but if you ever had an asthma attack before, you short of breath, SOB, shortness of breath, you wheezing. The only thing you trying to do is get some air. You don't care about no basketball game. You don't care what's on TV. You don't care about nobody calling you. You don't care about a party. The only thing you care about when you're trying to breathe is to get some fresh air. I'm not eating like I eat at home. That's why you're about to go to the next level, because if you keep eating like you ate at home, you'll keep being a boy or a girl. It's time to become man, woman.
Stand for something above anything. That's what the OGs told me, so I listen. Real riders don't fold under pressure. We become the diamonds people mention. I'm the rose in the concrete. I'm the diamond from the rose. I'm the rose from the concrete. I'm the diamond from the cold. Great.
This is Tony Grand's track, homie.
Out here driving cause I need mine. If you see me in the street, throw a peace sign. Man, these people so phony. I'm everybody, homie. UGT, Uber got Tony. Out here driving cause I need mine. If you see me in the street, throw a peace sign. Man, these people so phony. I'm everybody, homie. UGT, Uber got Tony. Let's go.
Team Hong Hong BG, running the Uber guy Tony. Chill as hell. Love the ride, she was sick.
Hey, yo. Hey, HotFacts with Robert Reese, man. This your boy Dash Bandicoot tapping in with you, brother. Hey, I'm right here on a break in my dash right now, getting busy, but I figured I'd tap in before I eat some grub real quick. But yo, man, I like your channel, like what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we share some of the same ideas as far as like how to navigate this gig market. So just tapping in, showing love, man. I seen your comment. Finally got a chance to hit you, bro. Whenever you get a chance back, man, just holler, man, for sure, man. Love, bro. Be safe.
That's what Robert Reese. Now, this individual. All right. You work hard on YouTube, Pedro. You work hard every day.
He's working harder than I am right now.
I was going to say that. Thank you for jumping in. Yep. This man is doing videos, shorts, and he's doing an hour-long live stream 5 days a week.
But there's a mutual respect there, which I really like.
Yeah.
And I really respect what his grind and his hustle. He reminds me of myself because he's betting on himself. He's, if you watch his first his intro clips, I'm sure you've seen it. I imagine Robert's going to places saying, "Hey man, I got a channel. Would you subscribe?" And he's like, "Hey, would you say that you watch HotFacts with Robert Reese?" And they don't. But he's giving that. He's about that community and he's building up.
I appreciate his grind, his hustle. He's engaging in the camera. He's really putting everything into this, and I just want to give him his flowers right now.
Robert Reese had me on his show, HotFacts with Robert Reese, last week, a few days ago, whatever. Yeah, and he kind of put a bug in my ear to kind of start, being a little more active with the community and going live a little bit more, really tapping in.
Yo, we got HotFacts with Robert Reese in the house. I had the privilege of stopping by HotFacts with Robert Reese last Wednesday, I believe. We had a good conversation about all things DoorDash, Uber Eats, tipping, as well as some boxing talk, as well as some Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles talk, some Bone Thugs and Harmony talk. It was a good conversation, and I look forward to doing it again. Thank you, Hot Facts with Robert Reese, for having me on.
Being on Hot Facts and seeing what it's about. What you think about it?
I think this is a good show, and it gives highlight on the individuals that are actually out there making money, whether it's a small channel, medium channel, or a large channel. And I really see this blowing up into something else into the future as well.
Well, it's perfect that you said that, man. This is your lane. You made this. This is your baby, and you're gonna see it through. You know, that's great. When Dash Bandicoot told me about you, and I'm like, I've never heard of this man before. But if you're, he was like, he basically told me he would follow you to war if there was a war. I'm like, I gotta check him out. You know, and that's how I started watching your channel.
Hey, what up, you guys? I just did our interview with Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Highly suggest y'all checking him out. I will screenshot his channel, and I will screenshot the video if y'all want to check it out. Like I said, you're gonna learn more personal stuff. He asked me some personal questions, so if y'all are interested in that, you should definitely check it out. But if you're watching this, Robert, I really appreciate the love in the interview and everything, man. And I was a little nervous, I ain't gonna lie, but I think I did all right, so it's all good.
This guy, he brings the energy. He's got the best intro in all of YouTube, mate. He's got other people saying his name, and there's a reason for that. And he can get subscribers from anyone. With his great personality, man. The Hot Facts is exactly that, man.
Hot Facts.
KG Sports, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, y'all? We watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You are watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
What's up, guys? You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Take care.
This is Isaac Henderson, and you're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese. Woo woo! You're watching Hot Facts
with Robert Reese.
What's up, guys? I'm Sean Barubi. This is my boy Vargas, and we love watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
You're watching Hot Facts with Robert Reese.
Hello. Sorry for that. This computer's been acting up. I don't know what's going on. I have to redo some things, but we are here. Hot Facts with Robert Reese live, people, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. through 3 p.m., people. We go for an hour, but it can go a little bit longer if it gets a little hotter. We got a real good one today, people. I'm going to tell you this, man. I've been trying to get this. I've been barking up trees, and I've been harassing like the little boy that just will not quit. I have been doing this, and I have finally, I don't know how it happened, but you know, the man pretty much hit me up. The man hit me up, people, and he said an interview is in favor. So we are here, people. It is Hot Facts with the DoorDash Revolution. But before we get into all of this, people, happy Friday. I hope everyone is going to have a great day, have a great lunch shift. If you're having lunch, I hope you're having a great time listening right now. If you're doing your thing and getting ready for your dinner time, go ahead and kill tonight. Take advantage of what you got to take advantage of. They say it's the summer slowdown. So right now, this is when you got to turn into a hawk. Okay, when you see it, get it. Don't let nobody else go ahead and snatch yours. It is that time of the year for certain markets. You know where you are. You know what I'm talking about. Get busy. Okay, get busy. We had a really good interview yesterday, people. I don't know if any of you guys caught it. I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have. And it was with the DoorDash Old Man River, people. DoorDash Old Man River by way of Missouri. He came in, and a lot of you guys have never heard of that man, and I'm guaranteeing after you saw the interview, you went ahead and checked them out. Now, his interview, the man was saying 300 or nothing, people. Now, 300 or nothing today. He says he's only missed it about once or twice. That's someone that a lot of people have never heard of whatsoever, and he's in there getting that money and showing you how to do it. So this channel is here to highlight people just like that. There's people all over the place. Big channel, small channel, I don't care. If I can sniff you out, I will bring you out. That is the way it goes. Okay, so we do have on Monday, we have a lot of you guys saw the short DoorDash delivery, people. DoorDash delivery van. Man, the wild man that does everything when it comes to delivery. He will be here, people. He will be here on Monday. And also remember the fella I said, can someone please tell him that I want him? Cars and Cribs. Cars and Cribs hit me up today, people. So I'm going to be getting in contact with him to get an interview in with Cars and Cribs also. So we got a lot of great things lined up for us today, people. But without further ado, we're about to get into what we got to get into. This is a very anticipated interview, highly anticipated interview for me personally, just because I pay attention to the man's channel. Now, a lot of you guys like people that do ride-alongs, and we all do ride-alongs, but this man dedicates his time and his service to giving you the unadulterated, real facts. He is very matter of fact, and the information that he gives, he's not making it up. It's very factual, okay? He will send you the links. He will do all of this stuff, but after all of that, when it gets down to where you see what someone feels on the inside and what they get from the whole thing, he puts the whole thing together in a way that makes me sit and listen, okay? So I look at and listen to everything he puts out. Now, Cornbread, I see you down there, Cornbread. Now, the first time I saw both of you guys was in that truck doing that video, and that was the very first time I saw you guys. That very first, the video was posted, and it was up for 2 minutes. I was the very first viewer. I was the very first comment right when you put that video up, because I said there's something about these two that I got to get into. And then coincidentally, I said, hold up, is this the same dude with another channel? I thought he was teaming up with the other dude. And then I said, oh, okay. So then, bam. And Cornbread, I'm glad you lost your way, but you came on in. I got both of you still. I didn't lose you. I got both of you. So right now I'm gonna let this man introduce himself and let you know what he is all about and where he is from. The floor is yours, my man. Go ahead.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I want to thank Robert Reese, man. You know, we like what you're doing out there, man, bringing the community together, and you're doing a marvelous job. You shook them trees out there, brother, and some things started falling out of it. It was time for a change, and you bringing that change across the board, man, being able to help small content creators as myself, man, have a voice out here and all of that. We like the battle that you put up, man, and the knockout that you gave. Now they know where you stand and they know your lane. Now, first and foremost, my name is Robert. I'm the DoorDash Revolution, and out of Memphis, Tennessee, as well as Olive Branch, Mississippi. That's where we work at, and that's where we operate at. We try to share our experience because of what we've been through. You know, in 2017, man, that's when we started with Lyft. We started with Uber. We started with Uber Eats, Bike Squad, Postmate, Grubhub, you know, and then DoorDash and all of that, man. I've been in 3 automobile accidents, man. So we try to send a message to everyone to let you know that you can't give up. You know, there's going to be hard times out there. There's going to be times, man, you want to throw in the towel. You know, DoorDash, they doing that app tapping. They try to confuse drivers and stuff. And just like in our area right now, they're running a tight ship. You know, our blocks is like an hour a piece or sometimes 30 minutes a piece. So what I try to do, man, I try to share information that'll help the newcomers that comes on try to survive in this game and make a living and have a livelihood.
Now, did you guys hear what he just said right there? All of that information right there.
Can you hear me, Rob?
Yeah, I hear you. People, what you just heard was the man was giving you information just right there. If you actually head over to the channel, that little piece right there, you heard wisdom in there. Go ahead and check it out. I check it out. As when he puts a video out, trust me, people, I am there. Now, I do understand, you've been around the block before with the YouTube, and give me a little background of your first chat channel and how you became coming over into this one here.
Okay, my first channel I started as the Mid-South rideshare driver. And like I said, we was doing ride share, and I did at least 10 episodes. One of the ones that draw more attention to people was, how do you write a simple business plan for new and future ride share drivers? And I want to just reiterate that in today's episode or interview, that we got to have a plan, ladies and gentlemen. We got to have a plan. A lot of us came out, we started out, you just said, man, I'm just going to go ahead and just get on this app, make some money. That's it. I'm not going to worry about how the thing work or how their contract agreement form work, but I'm just going to make some cash. And then the longer you get in the game, the longer you do this thing, you realize, man, I might have should have looked at that contract agreement form and found out what's really going on. Now, the thing that I don't like that a lot of people use, a lot of content creators and a lot of drivers use, they like to throw titles in people's face, especially with the restaurants, employees. They talk about, well, I'm an independent contractor. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. How many of you that said that you're an independent contractor had a business before starting this gig economy? Because if you had a business before starting this gig economy, you wouldn't sit there and say, okay, I'm an independent contractor. Because I used to be an independent contractor. I had a home improvement business where we did sheetrock, we did demolition, we did all of that and everything, heat and air conditioning. Sometimes I still do heat and air conditioning on the side. So we have to write our contracts. You get with that owner of the home, the homeowner, you write your contracts, you negotiate your prices. You see, you set your prices and they have to agree to it. But we didn't tell DoorDash that we was an independent contractor. DoorDash told us, and we had agreed, but we didn't care about that at the time. We just wanted to make money. So people sometimes be embarrassed about others talking about you just a food provider. You just a delivery driver. So we try to cling on to these titles to feel like we got some kind of power or authority. So often I hear top dashers turn around and say, look, when they talking to customer support, I'm a top dasher. That's not going to solve anything, ladies and gentlemen. They're laughing at you. They're like, okay, so you're a top dasher. Now, what you still want? So people get to ranting and raving with the customer service. That's not the way to handle business, ladies and gentlemen. We have to take a business etiquette mindset when we out here. We have to sit here and take time to understand how to talk to customer service people, and then try to be at our best behavior. I know we'd be upset a lot of times. We get frustrated with the apps acting up and all of that, but we got to understand one thing. We need to do our research that we didn't do before. Once you start getting into problems, then you want to find some solutions and answers, but then you don't know where to go. Sometimes we go to the YouTube channel and look at content creators to try to get that information. You got some good content creators that put out real good content. You got some that just worry about making that money. And like I said, I'm just going to stick to the facts, man. Keep it real. Because if you've been out here, and I went through the school of hard knocks. I remember when I first got in this area where I'm parked at now was where I started at last year, right over here in Old Charlotte. People looked at you like you're in my territory. Why are you here? That's the kind of attitude that drivers had towards one another. Did nobody want to help one another? Everybody was like, hey, is every man for itself? And it is. It's competition out here. It is. But sooner or later, you're going to need somebody's help. that person that you did wrong, you might have a blowout on the street. That very person you was mean to might be the one help you out. So we gotta be mindful of the bridges that we burn and all of that. You know, that's what we got to understand, ladies and gentlemen. Do your research, because I got a lot of static and attacks from saying that DoorDash has learned how to multi-app, and I got attacked for it. It's like, man, you got to be crazy. But I can show the numbers where I make anywhere from $700 to $900 just on the DoorDash platform alone. I also I do Grubhub, I do a catering app. You see what I'm saying? You got the multi-app, but you got to study your market. You got to study it. You got to look at your zip codes, ladies and gentlemen. And when you look at your zip codes, you got to blacklist them zip codes. So you like, what zip codes got to do with it? I'm going to tell you. When you look at that pickup at the restaurant, it's got an address on it. Isn't that right? There's a zip code right there. Drop off, address, zip code. Now, if you happen to be dealing in different zones, you can turn around and say, okay, I done been at this restaurant before. This is the zip code to this restaurant. It has you wait to 2 hours or whatever. You already know then, well, maybe that might not be the area I need to go to. I need to go to an area where I'll be more profitable. And then we throw away a lot of money too, trying to be greedy. You know, a lot of people try to multi-app, making a lot of mistakes with the food delivery and all of that, giving it to the wrong people and all of that. It's messing the game up, ladies and gentlemen. We have to go back to the basics. We have to go back to the fundamentals. That's what I talk about mainly. You got some content creators, which we get ready to get into in a few minutes, about how, especially when I was doing a ride share, you know, they had a 10,000 subscribers and they wasn't going any higher. It just like they just plateaued right there. Then newcomers were going past them. Just like Driver Mike. Driver Mike been in the game a long time. Your Driver Mike, he been in the game a long time. You had Uberman, which was, his name was Randy. And then you had others like Drive Girl Drive. She was out there. But the ones that was at that 10,000 mark, they was like, look, we're not going to let people get past us. What we're going to do, we're going to get our sets, our clique, our group. We're going to get together. We're going to smash as many videos we can smash out there to keep the people down so they can't rise. But the trick to the game is your SEO. So if you're a new content creator, you know, and you ain't got good editing skills, you got to study to do that, which I'm doing right now. You know, I can do a little bit of editing, but it's room for improvement. And I know I'm gonna have to step my game up if we want to last in this content of creating a community, you know, and we got to get together and work with each other. We got to edify one another. When you edifying people, you're building each other up. You see what I'm saying? Minds sharpen minds, men sharpen men. That's how it's supposed to be, and that's how it's supposed to go. I can't be at 10 restaurants at the same time. So why I'm gonna hold that secret from another guy that said, man, I just got started. I don't know exactly where to go. And I can talk to him and say, how far are you from this zone? Well, man, I'm just right around the corner. Well, go over there, check that restaurant out, check that other restaurant out, and you're gonna be able to make some money. So I don't mind sharing that knowledge. I don't mind sharing that information because God gives the increase. He gives the increase.
Right now, what I'm gonna go off. So is that why the design of your channel it's not ride along, it's information. You just want to share. Is that why it's like that? You don't.
Well, I do ride-alongs, but my ride-alongs are not the traditional ride-alongs. I think I took a lot of those episodes off, and I got them archived. I'll show where I was doing a stack order, and I'll just pick up that one bag, and I'll put it right there, and I'll go to the address, showing the navigation system. A lot of that stuff was in my early videos, but the more that I got into deeper thoughts, analyzing with strategies and all of that. And sometimes as content creators, we get to brainstorm. And I brainstorm so tough, man, that I almost can't concentrate driving. So I need to park somewhere in a safe spot so I can get that message off. I can free flow. I can do it by script. You know, it's just however God blessed me to give that message out. But if it's real strong upon me and I'm visualizing the message that I'm supposed to be putting out there, it's best for me to get somewhere in park, because that's how strong the brainstorming is for me. So, you know, you got a lot of people that gravitate to ride-alongs. That's how the game got started. You know, you can learn a whole lot from ride-alongs. You can see what they're doing and all of that. And you can also see what they only want you to see too. Because there's some content creators out there say, okay, I can add it, I can put in whatever I want to put in. But you can see the receipts, but you don't see the dates. So I'm like, okay. Now, if I don't see the dates, how do I know they actually did all of that in one day? I'm not talking about all content creators, but you had certain ones out here, all they was gravitating to, okay, I want to build my channel, get this money, and then the next thing you know, you don't hear from them till a year or two, and then they talk about, I'm back. You know, we got a lot of corruption going on in the gig economy, not only on our niche as content creators, but Facebook, these different groups, man, they giving us a bad name with the attitude that they got. That's why we need to change our mindset. You know, we so embarrassed of people saying you just a delivery driver. Okay, we don't understand that when it first got started, they didn't notice that service provider or freelancer. Then RS came up with an idea, and all of them got together and said, look, let's just give them independent contractor, and then that way they had to pay for the taxes and everything. That way we got them in a category where we can make them pay taxes. So to be honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, we just a misclassified employee. We don't control anything as far as these apps, because when we did, these apps would never crash. You see what I'm saying? So when you have your own business, you're gonna, you know, you're gonna need to do is get LLC. You know, you want to be limited liability, you know, corporation. You can do it like that. You have to have commercial license and all of that. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, I would like to see today people that's looking at this channel right now or later, put in the comments below how many of you got commercial license. You know, put it down. I guarantee you're not going to see many, because we're driving off our own insurance, and a lot of us don't even have ride share insurance. So we happen to do have that major automobile accident, we are in trouble. Ladies and gentlemen, cover you. As they said, CYA, cover you. Make sure you cover. You know, you're just saying, oh man, I'm not gonna have no automobile accident. You can't control the highway, because first of all, we don't even respect that. We don't even respect the highway. We see this all day long. Well, we got to fight with the traffic, fight with individuals, road rage, all of this. You can't control the other person. All you can do is make sure you can maintain yourself and try to put yourself out of harm's way best as possible. So that's the reason why when I started the channel, I said I'm gonna deal with information, you know, because everybody was gravitating to content creators saying I'm making $500 a day, $400 a day, $300 a day. They may give you one tip. The tip they give you be like, after it's all said and done, man, he clickbaited, because I still don't know the guidelines on how do you do this. Right. And a lot of content creators, man, is on them large order programs. You see what I'm saying? They're not telling you that unicorn. Okay, how are you getting these unicorn orders? I can tell you, because I'm on them programs. I'm on the large order program. Also, I'm on the PISA program, working on trying to get the drive program. The other day in South Haven, Mississippi, went through Juicy Seafood, got a $60 tip. The payout was $64.95. So what we try to do is talk to drivers, those that are serious about, maybe I can start a business. Yeah, you can start a business right here. But then you're going to do your research about business. You got to know how to invest in yourself. And you got to put a lot of time in and a lot of hard work. Some people just want that fast money. Yeah, you can get out here and get it fast. You see what I'm saying? And get yourself deactivated because you mishandled people's food. You know, right. Food is a serious business. Cross-contamination is a serious business. I see drivers, man, they just carrying the bag like this right here. Boom. Don't put it in a bag. They don't put it in a hot bag. They just put it in the seat with the air conditioning on. Okay, the people food court. Then you wondering why? Okay, you wondering why you got a contract violation? That's why, because you don't care about nobody food.
Yeah, it was a lady. I was just coming out of the 7-Eleven the other day, and it was a driver. And I have my big birthday utility maid. You know, I come prepared with her. So she looks at me, put my bag in the car, and I looked and I said, "You don't have any equipment?" She said, "I do. I just left it at home," which is, you already know, I don't have any. So what it was, she had 4 Slurpees in the cup holder. Well, in the one that 7-Eleven gives, she set them inside the car seat because she had a order from Jack in the Box. She had 2 cups there, but then she still had 2 more drinks, and she didn't have no cup holders. She had to try to position those drinks and sandwich them in the middle of the other food bags to keep them things from spilling. And I said, oh, in my head, I said, you know what? There is no way you should be forgetting your equipment when you're going to a 7-Eleven. You may get a pizza at any time. You never know, but to not come prepared. And then people when they do their videos, they'll say something like, "Oh, I had a little spill and they docked me or took away my tip," and they say that they got mad at the person, but we don't see exactly how the spill happened. You know what I mean? So what we really see is the rant and the complaining, which is why in my videos, I like to show as much as possible without, invading anyone's privacy. But I like to be able to get the conversation with the person for a little bit. I like to show me setting my bag down, and I like to let people see those things. Now, if there's a mistake that happens that I do, I want everyone to see it though, because I want people to see, like, dang, he made a mistake too. Yeah. All the mistakes I've made in the past, you guys don't see those things. You will only see mistakes that happen, as they arise, acute ones. Meaning, I want it to happen like something with the merchant, something was wrong there, and the translation over to me or transparency over to me that made it jacked up. I look for things like that to happen. But just the normal little things, people, you guys as content creators, you should be showing all of the interactions. There are people out there that are actually watching you and learning from you, whether you like to see it or not. When you do this thing, you put yourself into a light. And you know how some people want to shoot like Steph Curry. Some people want to fly like Mike. You want to pass like Matt Magic. People go and emulate those things. So whatever type of delivery driver you are presenting out there that someone really likes, chances are when they're inside their car, you may not know it, but they're trying to be you in that car. Okay, so make sure you show every single thing. So if they're seeing how you are, show them how you handle everything and how you take care of the preparation and everything else that goes into doing it. Singling out little bits of things. Yes, it's great for content. It's great for content and for creation and developing. And I'll give you guys an example of this right here. And I spoke with Robert yesterday on the phone. Now, I did a video the other day, 16 minutes long, people, and it was one delivery. All these bad things happened in that one delivery that made that one delivery 16 minutes and 25 seconds long. Now, I could have just showed the pick up and drop off from that delivery and then said, well, I'm on to the next one really quick. No, I showed how long I was there waiting, the miscommunication, and all of that other stuff. And that was only one delivery. And that was still a whole delivery for content. So I get the picking and choosing of the content, but there is a way to pick and choose the content. There is a way to pick and choose. You can single out things for learning, for people to learn on. Now, what the thing was with that order, why I singled that order out was because, first of all, I've never seen this done ever the whole time. It was a pickup from Big Lots that was through Uber Eats, not the direct from the Big Lots. And it was a meet at the door. Normally, when you get a delivery from a Michael's or, a department store, they order it through the online service itself, and you're just getting the regular pay. It's a leave at door, and that's it. This one was a meet at door. So I said, let me just film this whole thing. Took me all the way. Man, it was like a 26-mile ride. Took me to where there was nothing, just horses and cows get there. One lady ordered, she was not there. The son was asleep. The dogs had to wake. The dogs woke him up. So during all of that, she didn't know what to do. The order got canceled. They wanted me to drive it all the way back to the place. He comes out late. Got to call customer support. I let you guys see all of that. That was one delivery. Now I'm gonna tell you this why I showed that also. I am in a state where we get paid hourly. The whole time I was there, people, I was getting paid. So it was not like I was there not getting paid. That's what they're trying to fix. So I wanted to show people that part also. The whole time I was there, I was not irritated, aggravated, and mad because I'm going to get another $16 just for sitting up there and waiting to see what's going to happen with customer support. I was still able to drop the order off to the son, dispatch, they counted my order out, put it right back in. And because I was there, they gave me a $3 fee on top of that for just, I guess I showed up and they did it twice. So they gave me a $3 on top of that on what the pay was for the wait. So on top of the hourly that I got $3 extra on top of the 20-something bucks it was by itself. Okay. And that was on one delivery, people. That was one delivery, a 16-minute video. I did not want to go and continue making a video for the rest of the day because that was the video, that was the learning experience there. Okay, that was it. I did not have to.
Right.
Now, I could have went out and did more recording and had a 45-minute video. Why do I want a 45-minute video? I don't want that. I like my videos to be anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. That is that. If I cannot deliver the important message in that time frame right there, I'm just talking out the lip and it don't mean nothing. I want you guys to get it all. And that's why I like this man's channel, because when I watch the channel, people, you ever been just flipping through the TV and you're watching late at night infomercial after infomercial, and then you hear that dude that sells the cards, and you're like, okay, you stop on him really quick, and then it's that dude with that commercial, like, what's this dude's voice? And he sits you down, you go get you some milk, and you sit down and listen, and then you're up for like an hour and a half listening to the man preach. This is the type of channel this is. It's information that you should be getting. Yeah. I call it back page news that should be front page news. That's what he has. So if you guys want to get some secrets and tips, that's what it is there. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into this. How long did it take you to decide you want to be more of a speaker and a presenter and with your content on your channel and your delivery? How did you know, like, I just want to, because you said you pull over because you got it's going to jump out of you. You might crash if you don't stop and talk. So, you know, like, were you always like this? And when did it click that I just got to talk and that's it?
Well, first of all, I, used to do a lot of creative writing in high school. We did, debate classes. We did speech, all of that. And plus also, at church is a lot of where we used to be, invited to different other churches to where we have to be the MC of that church, to where you introduce the pastor, you give the introduction and stuff like that. So that's where we started, learning how to be able to present our material. But also being a Christian, the Holy Spirit also can put a whole lot of information inside you. You be just overjoyed in wanting to help people. I mean, sincerely from the heart, not to get anything, no gain from it. You get your blessings from above. So we present that message. And I'm also a minister as well. So that's one of the reasons why I'm able to put my content together. And I use my notes. You have an introduction, you have your body, you have your 3 points, or you have your 5 points, and then you come out with your closing. You can talk about a scripture, but you got to still tie everything in so people can relate to how can I use this application for my life, how I'm going to be able to use this word for how I can deal with circumstances of the day. We have a lot of problems that goes on out here in delivery driving. Those things don't get talked about. You see the ranting, you see the raving about it, but nobody's talking about, okay, what is the solution to the problem? Okay, here's the solution to the problem, is what I try to provide is the best way I can from my experience.
Mm-hmm.
My experience is the facts that I go through. I'm like, wait a minute now. Just like the other day, we was having all kind of crazy things going on with the phone. I was over there by Bangkok Island. I'm over there trying to get this Thai food. And next thing you know, I get it. And DoorDash take it away and replace it with another order. I'm looking at it. I went ahead and dropped that delivery off. Then I'm going to another hotspot that the app also said go in that direction as well. That get taken. I said, okay, something not right here. So I go ahead and I call customer service. See, we have to be mindful of our attitude, mindful of our behavior, and we got to be mindful of our responsibilities. This is what I'm getting ready to share with everyone that I have said in other videos. How do you define the character of a human being? Behavior, attitude, and personality. All right, defines the character of that human being. It doesn't matter if it's a female. It doesn't matter if you're a male. It doesn't matter if you're white. It doesn't matter if you're black. It doesn't matter if you're rich. It doesn't matter if you're poor. If you see those characteristic traits in that person, you can pretty much say, I know how to deal with this person, or I can choose not to deal with this person due to their character. And I don't know what it is about everybody's so aggressive now. Maybe because we've been locked down for 18 months, reason why now people getting out, everybody just aggressive. They're just aggressive. We moving fast, not getting anywhere. There's more automobile accidents going on. One thing about it, people don't care about people anymore. We just care about ourselves. But at the same token, we got to give those results of what happens to us because of our actions and the way we think.
Right.
We gravitate to money, you know. So I wanted to be able to have a information, tips and strategies. I don't call it tips and tricks. I don't deal with tricks. I don't even like that word. I don't even like the vocabulary. So we give information, tips, and strategies. We try to deal with the problems that we face through experience. I know I'm not the only driver facing these, but I noticed that it wasn't put in nobody's content. You can put it in content just like you said you did in a ride along, showing, okay, this is not a perfect world out here. This isn't Alice in Wonderland. So you got people coming on board thinking, okay, we can get it like that there. You got content creators getting bad habits from other content creators thinking, okay, if I can turn around here and make this man look small and make myself look big, you feel what I'm saying? I'm doing the right thing. But that's not how the way you do it. You see, YouTube got what you call company guidelines and everything. And it's one content creator I'm going to address. His time coming too, but it's something that he said I'm going to deal with him. We got a little battle going on because of disagreements. But both of us are older men. Now, how can we teach younger people how to behave if two older men cannot behave? So it's going to take a little time to deal with that situation. Because just like you said earlier, each one of your subscribers that's on other channels that you have, some of them try to mimic who you are. You see what I'm saying? Try to do what you do. But if you don't care about your audience, you don't care about your viewers, you don't care about your subscribers no more than just a head count and money, sooner or later they're going to find out about the hypocrisy that's going on in this gig economy, because there's a lot of it going on. It's time for a change for that stuff. It's time for a change because, see, viewers and subscribers deserve better from content creators, and content creators deserve better from content creators. This is what I like what you did when you came in. You was like, okay, Nobody addressing this. I gotta address it. I see what's going on. I see what's happening. I'm going to address it. That's what I like what you did. You got out here and you said, okay, it's time to shake this tree, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to wake people up. You know, this is a new day, a new time. We gotta accept the paradigm in life. The changes that take place, we got to accept it. But we've been, I'm not gonna say brainwashed, but pre-programmed to thinking this is how we're supposed to do content on YouTube.
Hoodwink.
You know.
Hoodwink. Yeah. You was hoodwink. Yeah. People get hoodwink. That's exactly what it is. And this is segue perfect because I'm gonna get right. People look. All right now, people look. This is hot facts right now. You guys know how I get down. I get down to the nitty-gritty. And like I say, I want to get the word from people, customers, merchants. I like to get the real from every single person out there. All right. Now, we all watch channels. There are channels that I do not watch purposely because when I started getting into this gig, I was like, I can't watch that. That's just way off. Now, there's channels that I said I can watch these channels, you know, things like that. What channels do you watch? And I'm okay. We're gonna be very, very frank and very, very matter of fact right here. What channels do you watch that you say that's the right direction there? And what channels do you say are the ones that bad influence? Go ahead, go out there. The floor is yours. Speak your mind out here. Hot facts.
All right. That's a good question. Now I'm gonna tell you the channels that I watch. Then I'm gonna tell you why I watch them.
Okay, fair enough.
Now, your driver Mike, I still watch him to the day. He gives out information. He gives out strategies. He breaks it down to numbers and all of that. And a lot of his content is relevant today, especially with, matter of fact, you're a diamond driver. Isn't that correct?
Yes, sir.
For Uber?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
We talked about the preferential status that these delivery apps give drivers. And being a diamond driver, you have preferential status. Just like when I was one in 2018. Then I'm gonna get back to the question you just asked. When we go to the airport, I didn't have to wait in the airport anymore because I had that status. You see, I was able to go straight into the airport, pick up who I need to pick up, and be on my way while people were still waiting in the airport for 2 hours. Isn't that preferential status, my brother?
Yes, it is.
Okay, now I'm gonna leave that alone. Now back to the content creators. Out of the female category, I have watched Kim Side Money Plans, Sarah Elizabeth, Megan, right along with Bree, Gig Mom, Kim Tech Randomness, and She Gigging. Now I watch all of those. You see, so each one of them have their best skill sets in what they do. But you notice that you don't never see them have no cat fight, right?
Right.
They let each other get in their own lane and do what they do. Even if they disagree when they on someone else's channel, they may ask a mild question. Then when they ask, they say, would you explain it to me? They don't go ego tripping. If you get what I'm talking about. So Kim Side Money Plans, when I first got a chance to start collaborating with her a little bit, we did an episode talked about push through adversities, but I think I took that off the thing and put it in archives, but I'm gonna put it back out there, you know, because people need to know about inner strength. And when things go down and go bad, So she handled the situation real good when an employee tried to find out how much she was making. So she didn't know how to ask her. Then she was trying to talk down to her. Her character, how she deal with people, man, and how she used that every day in life. And then she started growing and evolving in a channel where she started bringing in creative ideas in her ride-alongs, to where she started giving the message. You know, you got to take time to look at content, create a message more than one time. A lot of viewers and a lot of subscribers, that's where you mess up at. You look at it one time, then boom, you think you got it. No, it's something you miss. I'm gonna use an example, just like a movie. You go back and you look at that movie again, you be like, wait a minute now, I didn't see that part. How did I miss that? So that's the reason why sometimes you got to go back and look at it again and again. You see, so Kim good at what she do. Bree, I think Bree started a month before me. Bree just like, boom. I'm like, wait a minute, it's something about her. Because she may be new to the scene, but she's not new to the game. She had an editing down. I mean, everything she did was methodical. You see what I'm saying? Methodical. And she reminded me of somebody else I'm getting ready to mention in a minute. But was methodical. She knew what she was doing. You know, each app she already knew how to use it. She already knew her market. She didn't portray that at first. She just portrayed it a couple of weeks ago saying, I've been doing delivery driving for 2 years. I said, I knew it. I knew it. See, when you're a veteran out here, you know when people real. You know when people holding back on some things. And you know when people not telling the full truth about it and they hiding things. It's easy to throw the money out there. That's what people gravitate to. Okay, right. As far as her, then Gig Mom. Gig Mom pretty good at what she do too, as far as getting out there. So with the ladies, you know, Sarah has her nice little channel too as well. So all of them have their skill sets and they're good at their skill sets. You see, so even though if it's something I see that I look at might be okay, all right, but it's still something I can get out of it. They have their egos too, but you don't see it as much. But if you pay attention to it closely, you'll see it. But they not ego tripping like us men. Now, this is the question, you know, I'm finna get ready to say, and I'm just gonna keep it real. You know, we having what you call a real conversation right here. Right. You know, I can name the top 5 right now. I try to reach out, and I hope people, y'all don't take this wrong, because I'm for every community, but I got to talk about the Black community. I try to reach out to the Black community, Black content creators. Long as it seemed like you was propping them up on a pedestal, they'll put a comment or two in there. See what I'm saying? But no soon as you put something in there that you say, well, I want to know the answer to, you don't get an answer. You know, what the problem with us men is, you know, you got alpha male, you got the little man syndrome. Okay. And I'm just keeping it real. So there's a lot of men think, okay, I'm going to be that rooster in the hen house. I'm going to run this whole thing. And sometimes we clash. And when we clash, that's when you have a situation that happened with Pedro and UDM. You see what I'm saying? You know, and I hate that happen because, but I knew it was turbulence in the atmosphere all the time. I hate that happen, but when you got two men that's strong with their ego, one from the islands, one a Puerto Rican, it was bound to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that they was able to squash it, but them two men not going to be the same. And I'm going to tell you why they're not going to be the same, because they didn't forgive each other. They just said, okay, I'm just going to stay out of your way. You stay out of my way. You know, Pedro headstrong. So is UDM. So when you got two people that's headstrong, it's about to clash. It's about to clash. Now, it didn't happen to me out here. You know, so sometimes you'll lose your way when you get the ego tripping. You know, some people, when they get more subscribers, they get to acting different. You see, they get to looking at people different. They get to doing their content different. When I study these guys, I'm gonna name the names: UDM, Pedro, DoorDash Dad, Hannibal, Tanner. And I'm gonna be honest, that's why I ain't subscribed to their channel. And I hope that you hear me. Now, you guys ego tripping too much. And then you look down on other content creators. We can't be doing that, people. We can't be doing that. Let's just make content. Now, 4 out of the 5 sit there and said, well, man, I guess I'm gonna get ready to not do any more content in the gig economy. Next thing you know, bam, they putting out more content than ever. Now, what kind of game is you running? This isn't a circus now. So what kind of game is you running? You know, people out here deserve better from content creators. Now, they got good channels as far as editing skills. They put out some good tips and good information. But they begin as they got seasoned to get a little bit more cocky. And now the hypocrisy is going on in our community. And I'm going to call it out. I'm going to call it out once I get back on my channel. I got about 15 episodes. I'm sitting up here saying, man, I don't know. Should I put them out? Maybe I should keep them on the shelf for a minute. Let me look at this thing a little bit longer and see how it goes. See once the smoke clear and all of that. It's time out for that. Back to the black content creators I'm trying to reach out to. We got to quit having this crab-like mentality and start trying to edify one another. Now, this is what I like about you, bro. You see, okay, I'm going to do it in a way that's going to wake everybody up. Now I'm finna bring everything positive into play. Because I'm going to tell you, a lot of people say, okay, we got a hothead here, and he's stirring up trouble. That's how they looked at you. But you already know this. You didn't need me to tell you that. But you already know this. But you already knew what you was getting ready to do, how you going to do it, and how you was going to approach this problem that we have it in the gig economy. You did it now. Yeah, you lost some subscribers for it, but you're going to gain much more than that. Before the end of the year, you're going to probably be way over 1,000. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. Keep doing what you're doing. I thank you, man, from the bottom of my heart, because the battle isn't easy. But when you stand up for right, now all of them got good skill sets. I'm not knocking these skill sets. It's just sometimes they're myth. You feel what I'm saying? We can't keep sitting up here fooling people. One of them turned around and said, okay, we need to stop sitting up here giving people our referral links. That's the reason why the market oversaturated. Okay, just 3 weeks ago, he turns around and he's promoting a certain third-party app. Got his referral link in there. So I'm looking at, okay. I remember what you said last year. I remember what you talked about the catering app that you wasn't going to tell nobody about. You see? So since I'm not going to tell y'all about it, y'all need to find out on your own, which I did agree with that, because see, sometimes people think you're supposed to just hand things on a silver platter. You see what I'm saying? You got to put in some work too, people. You driving, you're responsible for paying the bills for your own vehicle. You got to put in work. I'm not going to pay for your vehicle. That's your responsibility. So what I do is, then you got Gig Life. He's pretty good at putting content out there too. He do ride-alongs. Then he went to doing more information. I remember one time when he asked a question about, do you think that we need to still have people to tell about tips and information? Majority of the folks voted like, man, we don't need that. You need information. You need strategies. You see, you need tips that's going to help you in a tough spot, because we all don't know it all. You see, then you got certain ones sitting here and say, man, he can't tell me nothing. Now, when a person think they know everything or know more than you, they're not finna listen to you. You see what I'm saying? So you got these groups and cliques and sets need to be busted up right now, and everybody need to just make content, man.
Right.
You know, just make content. You know, don't be running. I call it a sham. And I know I'm gonna get attacked for it, but I wear the big man draws. I can handle my own here. You see what I'm saying? See, I could have started out. You asked me earlier about the name. I could have came. I said, no, I can't come in here with Miss South Rideshare driver. So I had two names. I said, which one I want to be? Do I want to have my channel be DoorDash Vigilante? Or do I want to have my channel be DoorDash Revolution? Now, if I had it DoorDash Vigilante, I'd have been more of a villain. You see what I'm saying? So I choose Revolution to revolutionize the way we think on how we can invest in ourselves so we can make better decisions to get better opportunities to maximize our earnings. I'm not finna worry about your pocket, brother, how much you make. You feel what I'm saying? That's what's wrong with us. We're worrying about the next driver pockets. Not only on this channel here, but I drive out here every day. When I get to grabbing these caterer bags right here, right there, and grab that one and go in there, I get a lot of attention. Wait a minute. What's going on right here? How did he get that order? Go to my channel, you'll find out how. I'm not going to tell you in person. I'm not going to tell you in person. That's the purpose I made the channel for. You know, then sometimes I test people to see, okay, did you look at the channel? Now, I'm going to give you a prime example, brother. I gave out a contest last year, sweepstakes to 30 people about this catering app.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? And it's another one, and it's another one, but I hadn't told nobody about the other two, but I'll be talking to you. But 15 of them didn't do it. I said, that's strange. Gave it to 15 others. They signed up, but only 5 doing it. They making money too. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not understanding why if someone is actually helping you increase your earnings, why are you attacking that person here? And why are you listening to somebody that don't know nothing about what they're talking about? I got the facts through experience. Yes, I have my own opinions. I have my own beliefs. I have my own thoughts. I'll bring my own hard facts, because you hot facts. I'm going to bring my own hard facts. All right? And that's what you have to do. And then it's because of experience. When I say I came up from the school of hard knocks, man, that's exactly the way it is. I can grab them 2 bags, man, right now and go in there. Even customers are going to stop and turn around. Something about this right here. I done made people, man, sit there and turn around, unassign the order and walk out, because they weren't the ones got them orders. And I have figured out a technique how to get them more frequently than I used to. I had to leave the market that I was in because it was oversaturated. You know, I wasn't making no more, man, probably $200 to $300 a week, if that, doing DoorDash. That's why I had to turn around and do Grubhub. That's why I had Uber Eats. They said, okay, we're going to deactivate. You got too many accounts. Well, I was with Postmates. You guys the one bought Postmates out. So I gotta do some things about that, because Uber Eats popping in a certain area I know about. You can turn around and make $200 in 5 hours. 5 hours.
Just like that. Just
you
like
know.
that. That's how it is.
Yes, sir. Just like that area. Yes. I'm gonna be doing something so I can get it back. You know, the money here, you can make it, but you got to know how to make it. We can't be worrying about somebody else's pockets, ladies and gentlemen, because you don't pay their bills. You see what I'm saying? Right. You don't pay for their car note. You don't pay for the maintenance and none of that. Stay out of the other driver's pocket is the best advice I can tell you. And worry about your own pockets. Make sure you don't have no holes in them.
Y'all hear that, people? Make sure you don't have no holes in your pockets. I got a personal question now. you guys out there hear how very straightforward, and the man knows what he likes. My personal question: what keeps you watching my channel on an everyday basis? Like, you know, I hopped in and man, it just seemed like they coming at me just all from left and right and trying to make whatever I say twist my words up. And you know, what made was it that they were coming at me like that, seeing how I'm gonna react and see how my fight was gonna be back? What made you keep watching?
Well, you asked the right person. I don't know. That's probably why you got me on your channel. You asked the right person. See, what happened is they called themselves taking a hostile takeover in our niche. When they saw you coming, they was like, okay, we're gonna shut him down quick. But you know what you did different than everybody, including me? You were spitting out that information. You were spitting out them episodes. You kept spitting them out. Okay. They was like, wait a minute now, we can't outdo this man putting out content. Because they know what you know and what I know, and people, I can't be silent anymore, because you know I came out with the episode about breaking the silence. I talked about stop snitching. I did all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Now the thing was, they were exercising their YouTube authority presence. You see, we get together. That's why we in this group. That's why we in this clique. And you notice all of them was in the same level and had plateaued out. Okay, we're gonna pick and choose who we want to rise in this community, and we're gonna keep the others down. See, I already knew what they were doing, but I was taught by a wise man. Pick and choose your battles. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna step back, put my content out. Then something happened, and you posted that video that was one of my best videos, 1,500 views. How did I break that barrier? All I'm gonna say is CEO, not CEO, SEO. That's all I'm gonna say. But you know what I'm talking about. You see what I'm saying? And then when they looked at the rankings, how is this man in the top 3 in this category? Did it again. How he's in the top 3 and he got a very small channel. SEO. That's all I'm gonna say. See, when you're dealing with classified, well, when you're dealing with certain information, and you have that what they call a security clearance, you have classified, then you have top secret, right? So we have to sit there and realize there's some information we have to keep a secret, others that is top secret, we can't tell it. And then the classified, we just sprinkle a little something on it. You see, it's haters out here in our world, haters in your community, haters in my community when you're trying to do the right thing. But when I started seeing I was losing subscribers, my son told me, Dad, don't worry about that, because the people that leaving your channel is the people that's supposed to be gone off your channel. You're going to get the right folks. You just keep putting out content. Put out the content that you believe in. You got a passion for people and you love people. Do that. Do that.
Yeah, boy.
And that's what I'm doing.
I can't go do nothing else. I can't go do nothing else because I will be trying to do something. You know what I mean? If I try to go do, I can't. This is just who I am, and so you know, it's kind of a lot of you guys out there watching right now may have seen from the very beginning. And some of you that are starting to see, like, yeah, he went through a battle, went through war, and now, okay, we see what it's about. And there's some people that are watching that caught that late, and they are like, wasn't this the evil dude? How was he so nice? Well, people, I was I never came in here mean. I never came in anything like that. I've been saying the exact same thing. The only difference is people, you gotta know who you're really rocking with when you see them put into a situation when they gotta knuckle up. Okay. And when you gotta knuckle up and you gotta go back and fight, you gotta see how they're going to fight. Now I could have hopped in and done what everybody else wanted me to do, nothing but bad language, F-bombs, and messing up my own content, throwing things about other people in my content that's taken away from the message that I'm trying to put out there, then the victory would have been on the other side. Okay, so I already knew that being a driver since 2015, people, I already knew that I was going to have a certain amount of hatred coming into this game because people were questioning how long have I actually really drove, and that was the very first thing. We think he's lying, so that's why I had to, prove everything, and now that it is there, people really have no choice but to listen to the words because everything going on right now, people, I've already done it from the crappy orders to not having it built up. It had to start somewhere. It started here. So, once I saw some terrible videos, people online watching with my wife one night, I was like, I got to change this. And from that day on, that's what it was. And, everything was smooth at first. And then it was smooth after my very first interview. And by the way, people, this is no haterade here or anything. Go ahead and check out the Great Debate interview on Pedro DoorDash Santiago's channel. That was my very first interview. He brought me on, people, and that interview on all the lives that Pedro does has 9,000 views. It has 9,000 views. There is not one live that comes close to that live when I went into that Lions Den. Okay? Now, so I want you guys to go check that. It was not a debate. There was question asked, and I have to go ahead and answer my questions the way how I put them out. And that debate right there has 9,000 views on his channel, people. So what I'm saying right now, people, has never been an argument. It's never been I'm trying to come in and do these things. I have said the same thing from the very first interview I had before I even had 100 subscribers. I wasn't even close. Okay, so same views I had then are the same views I have now. And like he said, I lost people, and I actually kept track because even after you go and watch and you'll see like you'll get some subs. And I said, whenever that person's name is brought up on my live, I lose a sub. And that has happened to the point to where there's nobody else to drop out because everybody else really rocks with me. So, you know what I mean? There is a way people to filter out. There's a way to filter out without going at people in other ways. And that's why I'm here. And once I saw that it was going to smooth on out, I said, I'm going to start bringing a lot of people onto my channel and really show people what my whole design is. And you guys see it working right now. And I thank this, man, because, man, I watch the videos and it answers me a lot. It answers my questions. And, I got a whole lot more. I got a whole lot more. Now, is there any content creators? I'm gonna do some stuff with you, so I'm gonna take myself out. I'm gonna take myself out of that.
No, don't take this. Hold up. Before you take yourself out. Now, you asked him earlier, well, which ones you thought about your experience of what you know from the experience you done seen on both platforms, ride share and food delivery. Now, I never did say who was my best, but I think everybody already know because I'm here today. You see what I'm saying? I'm very selective of who I deal with, and I'm gonna tell you why. Just like I said earlier, what defines the character of a human being? Once I realize those three characteristics, I'm going to treat you according to your character. I don't have to knuckle up with you, but I know how to handle you. You see what I'm saying? Because I don't care how you sit there and try to have a camouflage face. You cannot hide your behavior, personality, and attitude. You can't hide them things. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. Now, you are my favorite content creator out here because of what you did and how you did it. I'm not saying just because I was on your channel. I already knew I was gonna be on your channel, brother. I already seen it in the vision. I already seen you was gonna change some things. There's another content creator. He's gonna change some things too. Now I have what you call probably an unorthodox way of doing it because I want to teach people. Quit looking at this thing as a side hustle. Or well, then if you are looking at it as a side hustle, how can you turn it into a business? We got to start taking ownership. 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 We buy cars and we 7 years to pay them off. Anything can happen. We got to start getting some titles to things. We got to start getting some papers that said this is my property. Houses, business, whatever, stocks, whatever. Now they rag on me for wearing my uniform. I thought you was gonna get ready to say something about it. Now I'm gonna tell you why I wear it.
You know what? No, you know what? When I first saw you, right? I said, okay, he rocking the hat of whatever video that he's putting on. So I was like, okay, this is information. Okay, people, he's not talking about, he's talking about this right here. So visually, I was like, okay, this is what he's getting on right there. Yeah, boy.
Now, this is my client. DoorDash is my client. Now, the thing I want to say is people like to smash a person that's wearing this stuff on. They never did ask the man what's behind the method of his means of doing what he's doing. Okay. I could ask that same question. Why are you wearing them Nikes? Why are you wearing them Converse? Why are you driving that Maserati? Well, I like it. I understand that. But that's a name brand, isn't it? Is Maserati paying you to drive it? Is Nike paying you to wear their shoes, ladies and gentlemen? All of that money you sit there spending on name brand stuff, can we put a little money off into investing in it? See what I'm saying? Get something. If I'm going to wear these company name brands, I'm going to get a little bit of that money. Just like you talking about, okay, I'm at McDonald's, I'm looking at the change on the ground. Why is I'm going to leave it down there? I'm going to get that money.
I do that. Look, my wife, let me tell you this. My wife, and we're in the car together, she said, don't pick up the change. She hates, but I say, look, and people, a lot of you guys watching right now, okay, I know some of you are going to say, I will not do that, but you're in your car by yourself, so I know a lot of you guys are going to start doing it. When you go to the drive-thrus, people, all I want you to do is look outside your car door on the floor and look at how much coins and quarters are just sitting there from them mishandling the drop-off. If you literally look down, there's times, people, where I've come up on like $7 in a day on change. Quarters, people, different fast food places. Now, the one stuck in the gum or it looks like it's stuck in ketchup, obviously I'm not going to touch that. But people, see it, penny, pick it up all day, you'll have good luck. Well, if I see 75 cents, I'm about to grab the whole 75 cents. I'm not going to leave it there. Now, watch. You guys will see. When you guys say, man, I didn't get a tip at this house, man, or these people didn't tip me that much. They tipped me 75 cents, but it was 75 cents. Well, if you can see that same 75 cents without getting that tip, how much more did you make? You got to start adding up everything. Most corporations, people, they make money off of pennies and cents. Why do you think when you buy gas, it goes to whatever in 9/10? Okay? They make money off of pennies. They make money off of pennies. Let me ask you this. How many times have you gone to a store and you left your change at that store and you did not take that change? But if you're short money, they're going to say you got to pay full price. They just made extra money off the pennies you left them, and they don't care. You got to pay full price for the next. You got to have that mindset. You're doing your own thing, people.
Exactly. 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 That's what I like about this. The same way you is about this, the same way I am about this here. So anytime you see money, you gonna pass by money? Is my question. That's where these egos come in, and people be ego tripping, feel like I'm more privileged than you and all of this. At least you're not out there standing in the street rattling a cane. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm gonna get with some of these folks out here that's rattling cane. I'm gonna show them where they can get it at. Here it is right here. You don't have to rattle. Come with me. I'm gonna give you $5 just to come with me. Whoop, there you go. You see what I'm saying? See, we have to turn the light bulb on in a dark room.
Hold on, let me push pause on you right there. Anybody tell you sound like Judge Joe Brown?
No, no, no.
Okay. Yes. Purgatory, impertinence, Sonia, Madam Sonia, impertinence. Go. Hey, I have to stop you. You got Judge Joe Brown in the back pocket. But let me get to this. What's your plan for the future? Give me your short term goals and plans and long term goals and plans with your channel.
Okay, my long term plans with my channel, short term plans with my channel, midterm plans. I said it backwards for a reason. Now I'm going to talk about two things: this channel as well as what I'm doing out here driving, because they both going to mix together.
All right.
Now, my short-term plan is to be able to shift from being a delivery driver and a service provider to owning my own business. Well, you already got a business. That is true. That's just the starting point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Multiple streams of income is not having 15 multiple apps. Multiple streams of income is you want to get some residual income coming in when you do this right here at night. Feel what I'm saying? You got to put your money to work to where your money working for you. That's when you got to start having the mindset that I got to invest not only in my future, but I want to build a legacy for my family. Now, the more ownership that I have before I leave this earth, is going to be ownership they don't have to worry about trying to get. Okay? So we have to take small and gradual steps to get in there. But you got to have a plan. So within 1 year, we working on towards some different businesses. And I wouldn't have known about them if I didn't strategically use this platform as a business. Now, will I monetize my channel? Is I'm worrying about monetizing my channel down the road? Yes. But before I can, there's a lot of things I got to do and got to improve in. I'm going to have to step my game up. That means I'm going to have to knuckle down, take some days off, and dive into doing this. Now, I've already been invited to Florida to do a motivational speaking there to help young men and youths down there. I hadn't told anybody about it. But our thing is, that's the first year. Within 3 years, I want to have these businesses already operating. See, we need to look at stock market right now. A lot of people saying, no, we need to be pulling things out. I'm not a stock market expert. I'm not a financial advisor, but I do have a friend that he's going to be helping me, guide me in the right direction. We got to start investing some of this money we spending and how we mismanaging our money. We got to start micromanaging our money. My channel going to change too. It's going to involve in more information. We're going to get with restaurant operators. We're going to get in the community, bring businesses together. We're going to also probably get their side of the story in here, because I'm telling you, when you go to other levels, you got to look beyond the horizon, okay, and already visualize where you want to be on the other side. Got to have a plan. You got to have a plan. You can't just sit here and say, oh, I got all my, nope. You got to have a plan. You got to have a business plan, and you got to execute that plan. Sometimes things don't always go on track for you. You may detour. Okay. Now, how do I adjust? That's why we got to use these skill sets that we do in delivery driving. We got to constantly keep changing, because these companies keep changing.
Right.
You know, so how I'm going to sit here and say that I'm an independent contractor when I don't have the license to run a business doing this? People, we need to wake up and start doing research. If that's what you want to do. Now, if you want to keep making this little money here, you know, but you got to think about it. Wisdom teaches, not wisdom. Oh, wait a minute, I'm going too fast. Knowledge teaches us how to make money, right? And people said knowledge is power, right? I said knowledge without wisdom has no value. And I'm going to tell you why. I have the knowledge to make the money. The wisdom going to teach me how to manage my money, invest my money, and start making my money start working for me, so I can take some time to go to sleep. There's a lot of drivers out here today running themselves down to the dirt. 100 hours in a week. I went 7 days without any sleep. I want to tell them, are they crazy? It's not that serious. It's not that serious. I know you want to prove a point and all of that, but you got to set realistic goals. You got to have realistic decision making. That's what you just asked me. What type of realistic decisions you going to make in 1 year, in 3 years, in 5 years? Are you going to keep doing this? And if I am, brother, I'm going to be owning something.
Right.
Already know an app. Already know what company I can get tablets from. Already know I can turn around and get my own delivery business going. You feel what I'm saying? I know the app because I worked for a lady that had her own local delivery company. I joined with her to learn some things. She was telling me, you see what I'm saying? Then I was looking at, okay, she's still in business right now. It just was too many miles for the type of money she was paying me. You know, you're going 20 miles out. I mean, way out. You know, 40 miles round trip.
Right.
You know, $30 wasn't going to be enough for me. And I was not driving like that.
Right.
So my thing is, within those 3 years, that's where I want to head towards those steps. And if God bless me to see 5 years, I should be set, even though I didn't put all the details in what I'm talking about, because I'm not.
Right. Yep.
That's going to be classified. The information I gave was classified, but my classified information is enough to make somebody think now. Do you want to own some land one day? Do you want to get into real estate one day? It's a lot of ways to make money the legal way. We didn't have them opportunities back then. I'm coming up. 1983, man, minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. $125 check a week. I used to have to get that Nova and race and make my $500.
That Nova, y'all heard that? That's my car. He had a Nova, people. Go ahead. Go ahead.
72.
72.
So
72. Ooh, 72 got the window, got the triangle window on the back, the little square on the back. Ooh, now did that one have the little piece that comes out, the little small one that you can? Oh my goodness, people, the Nova is my car, people. Okay,
I done took you back some. I done put you back to dinner. I took you back to dinner. See, muscle cars was really muscle cars. to me back then versus the ones today. You got some faster ones today too, but it's something different about it. But we got to understand, people, and I want people to understand that this is not bashing content creators. If you take it as bashing them, if you take it as shots being fired, that means that you done took something out of this context and made something else different out of than what I see. All I did is tell you the truth. You need to hear the truth and decide for yourself. You know, it's a lot of people following these people because they influencing them. And yeah, they influence them not to use referral links anymore. And then plus DoorDash, they already stopped it anyway. You ever heard of the Simple Driver? You haven't? Check his channel out. Some of the stuff old, some of you might say, okay, all right. Some of you might not. He came out with the deal on how to make $10,000 a month as an Uber driver. You know, he the one came up with the videography, all of that, because he makes money doing that. So he put out a plan. Everybody like, man, this is it. Everybody gravitate to it. Money people gonna gravitate to, no matter what kind of content you put in. Nova is a beast. Yeah, that's true. He is. You know, but we gotta understand that we don't look at wear and tear on our body like we do our vehicles. I wonder why. And I'm gonna leave it at that. You gotta take care of your health, people. You gotta get some sleep. I done did them hours before too, 10, 12, 14 hours. And I'm walking around like a zombie the next day. That's not good for your soul. That's not good for your body. You gotta take care of your body. What good you gonna be if your health is down where you can't sit there and your family, you can't do nothing with your family.
Can't do nothing, man.
You know, this don't supposed to be a longevity type business here.
Right.
You get your money and get out. You got your goal, you make as much as you want to make and get out. One content creator said get 50,000 and run. I hear he's still out there doing the same thing. So
let me ask you this. Do the same thing. Yeah, that's let me ask you this. Well, actually, I'm gonna ask these after this. Okay, I'm gonna break this now and just get to you as a customer part.
Okay.
Because I know some people want to know. I know some people want to know now. Dang, that's how he feels about himself driving this. We want to know how is he treating our fellow drivers out there. So break down your tipping rules, what you tip, and if tipping's changed since you've been driving.
okay. Ask that question one more time. I got old folks syndrome. I want to make sure I'm clear on what you're saying.
Your rules on tipping, okay? Your rules on tipping. And being a delivery driver, has it changed your tipping?
Okay, by my experience as being a customer, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to be a content creator. You know, during the pandemic, you know I'm long-winded, I'm going to shorten this up. The thing is, was getting a lot of bad service, wasn't even getting my food. They was running away with it. I stayed calling Bike Squad, stayed calling DoorDash. They had to constantly keep reimbursing me my money. Now, my thing is, why would you want to get into anything and then you don't want to see it all the way through to the end? Now, tipping, when I go to the restaurant, I tip. Now, this is my rule. When I get ready to tip, if that person don't bring the water to the table, it raises my eyebrow. If I had to ask for some water. Attitude, behavior, and personality on how you do your business etiquette as bringing customer service to me is what I grade you on. You see, I have gave as high as $10. That's about far as I'm gonna go. I have gave as low as $1. You see, and I didn't give anything because of your personality, how you treated me as a human being. See, you treated me as if, okay, the customer don't pay for our paychecks because that's where the money coming from. And you give me just jacked up service. I'm just keeping it real. Jacked up service. You're going to get jacked up tip, which means 0. Now, as for delivery drivers, if I know, and I was doing this before I started driving, if I know that the restaurant is further than 5 miles, I know I got to pay at least $1 per mile. I knew that then. Because I know at that time that they're not coming. They're not going to come. So 7 miles, $7 plus the base pay will entice them. So, okay, I'll go and get that. Drop it off. They feel like that was fair. And it was. You see what I'm saying? Now, we may have to educate customers on it, but we're going to have a problem because we done had bad delivery drivers mess the game up for us. Eating the people food. Right here. I was in there. This lady went in there, got the bag, looked at her phone, unassigned order, walked right out. She went right over to that hotel right across the corner right there. Sat down. I mean, she was like this right here, like a homeless person. I looked. I said, I thought that lady was gone. I said, look like she digging in the bag. So I go in. They said, what happened to the order? Another driver came in looking for that order. This lady eating this order. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's bad. Now, we in the tipping culture. Now, when it comes to tipping, yeah, wow, it's real. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna tell you my experience. I'm not making up these stories. And I'm gonna start filming some of this. Only reason why I wasn't filming it before, because I was told, man, you don't want to show all that. We're all slow down. You're just getting started. No, I should have started it. Now, back to tipping. Now, you know, if you stay 12 miles from the restaurant customers, at least tip $1 a mile. At least. But if you don't, customers are smart now. They know they don't have to because you got that what they call DoorDash pass, and they may not have to do a tip because somebody did wrong. Now I done found out a secret to getting $7.25 base pay up to $16 for base pay. Oh yeah, I know how to work it, brother. Just like you know how to work that Prop 22.
Yeah.
We gonna talk. There's ways you got to work around things. We too busy talking about the problems and not trying to fix them. Now I'm through with that. Come on with the next question, brother.
All right, yeah. So that's it for the customer side. Now, you are there in man, you are there in the area. So how is it racially in delivering in some of these areas that you go to? Because I know here, right where I am, like literally, I can just go. All right, there's a skinhead house that I deliver to, right? And
ain't that bad.
They have all the rooms set up, and if you don't know what rooms are, people, you go ahead and read a book. You see all the stuff there, and their doorknob, they have the chewing tobacco plastered all over the doorbell, so you can't even push the doorbell to even ring the doorbell. And when you pull up, whenever it's a me at door, they don't come to the door when I knock. They don't come to the door, so I have to leave it there. I don't even look and see if they tip or not. But it's crazy some of these places you go to. So I know where you are right now. How is it racially you delivering to certain areas? Do they look at you when you go pick up in certain spots? Like, why are you in the store?
In these areas, racially, I'm gonna put it this way: they feel more privileged in certain areas. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, you know, even if you give exceptional service, sometimes you know what they would normally probably tip somebody else, they won't tip you. Now, in certain restaurants, this is why I want to get at here. I notice when I go to certain ones, it's not because I got this on. I haven't seen where I have to stay a lot longer. And I might be just the only driver. So I know where people thought I was going to go with this. No, you didn't hear the story. Quit assuming what I'm getting ready to say and listen to what I'm getting ready to say. That's for the viewers. You see, so the thing was, everybody that was a customer, I was the only one in there. You know, they didn't wait on me until they did that last customer. Okay. I went back to that restaurant again for the third time. Same scenario. So, okay, I know what to do this time. I got on Google and went on and rated them. Called the corporate office. Had a 5-page email letter for them after I called. Now I go in there, I get my preferential status that I'm supposed to get. Now, why did I have to go to that extreme? Because I am a human being.
Right.
I'm not living in them days when I was a little boy and you're standing in the line, grocery line, and it's gonna sound bad what I'm getting ready to say. They just bust a fart on you. I'm standing this high. I'm smelling it. I remember them days. I remember them days when I was in the cotton field. I remember them days. Because I remember them days. I'm not racist, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you my experience. So I know when these privileged attitudes come out, I already know where they're stemming from. I know how to put it in check. I know how to put it in check in the right way. You see, and then that's another reason why I wear this on. Then I have a vest when I go in certain neighborhoods at night. They done got kind of used to me now. Police, they know me. You see what I'm saying? At first, it was like they was following me, escort me all the way in and out. But they know who I am now.
All right, all right.
You know, once you establish your presence, then people will try to respect you. They may not like you, but they know I got to still kind of respect him.
Right, right.
You see? And then if I even get pulled over by a police officer, I'm cutting at night, I'm cutting them lights on. You're gonna see everything. Then I got a camera here, which is my visor that I look out the glass, I can tap. There's a camera here, and I got my phone camera. They already know.
Right.
And then I had them licensed. I have everything right here. And then I lay it like this right here. I got them lights on at night. You see what I'm saying? They go for black, white, anybody. You get pulled over at night, have these lights on so they can see how you moving around, so they won't have to blast on you. So this is experience, ladies and gentlemen. This is wisdom.
Right, right.
Now, that's what the situation we got around here. They feel a little bit more privileged. If they coming in behind you in certain restaurants, you already in line first. They expect to get served first. That is certain areas around here, they feel a little bit more privilege.
Right.
I'm just telling the truth about it, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody know this goes on. You see what I'm saying? So don't hate on me if I'm just telling you the truth. It sounds ugly because it is ugly, because once again, behavior, personality, attitude.
Right.
Doesn't matter, like I said earlier, black or white, rich or poor, female, male. We all got nasty attitudes. In our own certain way. So how do we deal with them? How do you stop going to these places? Or you know how to conduct yourself when you go in these places to set your presence.
Right. Yep.
And be a man.
Right.
Be a man. So that's why this is, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna cut it short. That's the reason why zip codes is important. You already know we got one over here, barbecue place. Oh, they was acting real ugly to me until one day. I got on the phone. I talked to one of my other drivers. We get together and all that. And I said, look, I'm getting ready to email a 10-page letter about what's going on in the establishment. We got to talking. He said, man, you can set it up like this here. You can set it up like that. Ever since that day, I go in there now. You got to know your rights. And you got to know more than just your rights. You got to stand up for your presence of being a human being in this world. And that's not just talking about racism. That's talking about any human being that feel like they better than you. See, we got our kind of do that too. Now I'm finna talk about the women. You see, they're gonna be like, man, this the guy we're gonna love to hate. Some of these women drivers, I'm not talking about content creators now, in my area, ooh, they're aggressive. One told me one time, if you get your food before I do, we're gonna have to raise up. I said, no, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna introduce you to the 4 walls right here. I'm not gonna lay a hand on you. I said, I'm a delivery driver. My customer is who I'm representing. Now they supposed to sit there and deal with the customers according to priority. If the customer ordering online supposed to be priority over you. Restaurants wasn't doing that. Okay, now certain drivers, it happens on both ends of the stick when I'm getting ready to say. You done been to the barbershop before, right?
Oh, yeah, come on now.
Okay, and we used to have to pay that VIP service and bump people out of line, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this was going on at this restaurant right over here.
Oh, at a restaurant? Oh. Wow.
This restaurant right here. You know, I was looking at money exchanging $20, $40. I'm looking at it. They running up in there. They giving them their food. And I used to wonder why I had to wait an hour and 2 hours and all of this. See, it's a lot of things that goes on that is corruption in our gig economy that content creators not talking about. Guess what? I'm getting ready to put certain things on blast. And I should have already done it. That people can see on the inside what's going on and what's happening. You know, just like DoorDash dad went in an establishment, Bonefish Grill. He went to filming and they sent him up out of it. They asked Kim. Kim was in one restaurant. They asked her, oh, you got to get up out of here with that. You see what I'm saying? So when I said we talk about people being biased, it's not just about color. It's about us being delivery drivers.
Right.
They look at us different. They think they're a little bit better than us. And then some of us drivers got to sit here and say, well, I'm an independent contractor. You're throwing that in their face. You know why? Because you clinging to a title of authority. I don't need no title of authority to tell me that I'm a man. Now go to the next one, brother.
Man, you know what I hate? You know what I hate when I'm inside the place and I'm watching an argument happen between the driver and the employee of the place, which should not happen. But when the drivers instantly throw out, I make more money than you. You need to get a better job. I can walk out and not take this order. I hate when I hear that. I hear that.
Too.
I hate when I hear that. Well,
I do too.
I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. But I'm gonna get off of that right there. Listen, I'm gonna get off of that right there because
don't stop, bro. Don't stop, because I want to sprinkle a little something on it.
Go ahead.
That's the reason why we need to change the mindset. That says a lot about that delivery driver. Something going on with that person's life that they miserable about, that they think they supposed to pull these privilege type things. Remember what we just talked about before?
Yep.
Well, I'm this and that. I'm an independent contractor. I don't get it. I can leave it. Type attitude. Now, if I was doing a business, which I have done before, heat and air, I couldn't tell my customers that. They'll find them another contractor.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be out of business quicker than a New York minute.
You had no one. That's the real word of mouth right there, people. If you want to see how fast word of mouth goes, be a contractor that you work on people's homes. Okay, let you do something while all those neighbors are going to know. It will be around the block in a 5-mile square within no time. You will be yoked up. Though you will have all the bad Yelp reviews, and then you have to change your profession. That's what happens, man. You gotta do the right stuff.
It's gonna shut your business down. It's gonna shut your business down. You're right, brother.
No, I'm gonna go into this with you right now. We got the NBA playoffs going on. Who you got? You got the Celtics or you got the Warriors?
Well, my team out of Miami Heat, so I don't know, man. It's gonna look like it's gonna be a game 7.
That's what it looked like. They came back yesterday and hit all them threes in that fourth quarter and won that game.
You know, but them old men, they ain't through yet. They ain't dead yet. They still got their heart beat. So it's gonna go 7. Then it might just go 6. You know, I'm thinking the Warriors gonna take it, but you don't know about Boston. They hungry.
Yeah, they are hungry. This team did
they hungry.
4 years straight. Like 4 years straight. Now, do you like you had a choice? You going peach or plum?
Peach or plum?
Peach or plum.
What you talking about? Food?
Yep, food. Peach or plum.
Man, I gotta have both of them. I'm from the country. I gotta have both of them, man. You know, I was raised up on both.
Raised up on both.
Now, if I had to share one with someone in a dire situation, I gotta have that plum.
You gotta have that. Gotta have that plum.
I gotta have that plum. Gotta have that plum, but it's gotta be homegrown though.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Let me ask you this. Let me see how much you love fruit. Do you eat the ambrosia salad still? Do you eat the ambrosia salad, or do you just look at it like nobody even eats that like fruitcake?
So again, you talking about a salad now. I don't even know what you're talking about. Let me listen to you again.
The
ambrosia salad.
Ambrosia salad, the fruit salad. It's white with the fruit all up in it. It looks like a bunch of whipped cream or Cool Whip.
I stopped eating that a long time ago, but it was one of my favorite salads back in the days. But I didn't stop eating that a long time ago. But when I was coming up, that was one of my favorite salads, though.
Oh yeah, people, let me tell you, there's a lot of things you can't eat no more once you start getting older. People, stop trying to think you can go to all the ice cream places and order all the ice cream. Stop doing that, people. And I hate it when you walk through the grocery store aisle and you see the dude eating it, and then you walk past him, and then you get the whiff of that. People, certain things you cannot eat anymore. Okay,
exactly.
We're not kids anymore.
Exactly.
We're not kids anymore. Now, I'm gonna give you this one. Okay. Now I like blues, and I like a lot of musicians out there, and just music. Period. Now this is something I like. Now I kind of like bluegrass music more than some straight traditional blues. Do you like bluegrass a little more than blues, or how do you work those two? Especially when you drive. I drive to bluegrass.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I growed up around that in Kentucky, but neither one of them my favorite choice. You know, music. You know, both of them got a story to tell now. You have to listen to the message of it. All music do.
That's why I was asking. Okay.
Yes, both of them got a message now. I growed up on bluegrass, listening to that more so than blues. But both of them got a message. Both of them got a message. That's because I was in Kentucky. That's what we was hearing. You know, but I was like, okay, but neither one of them my best choice of music, but it's got a message. It's got a message. All music do. Now, my best music, I like jazz, man.
Like jazz.
And since we talk about jazz, I liked how you had that fixed up on the screen today with that jazz bumping like that there and everything. I said, wait a minute. Now, this man, like he pretty good in doing his own beats too now.
Now let me tell you this about that. And I actually told him the interview was going to be coming on. People, for those of you who do not know, all of the music that you guys hear on this channel is, by the way, of Hot Facts. I have no copyright issues with anything. Whenever you guys hear music playing in my channel on the ride-alongs, there's no copyright, no anything. And the song that he is speaking about in the title right there of the intro here, Navy 380, the one who put up the comment and said, wow, Navy 380 is my cousin-in-law by way of my first cousin, Michelle. So he is a producer also. Okay, so he is my music man behind the scenes. I have two other music guys behind the scenes, and we are all family. The guys rapping on the beginning, those are my family, my brothers and my cousins. I got bars too, people, but everything that we do is in house. So the jazz and everything else there that he was talking about, that's my style right there. And all of those melodic type beats right there come from Navy 380. If you are a content creator out there and you are trying to get music and you do not want to get hit with copyrights and everything else like that, Navy 380 right here. Get in contact with him on any platform, Navy 380. He will give you your own beats that you can use for your channel that you can buy the beat from him, and they are yours to keep. So you can split them up and do whatever you want to do with those beats. They are yours once purchased. So you can do that and have your own music for your channel. That's Navy 380. He is here in the chat right now. He does all of my music, people. So this is a way for you guys to get around getting the copyright if you want music. You don't want to have the same music in everybody else's channel. Where you say, well, that person uses that, and that person uses that. Navy 380 will make your own beats, and you can have those beats for you. Go ahead and talk to him. You can go ahead and holler at me. He's one of my silent partners here also. He's one of the people that watches my channel, and we go over things on what steps I should be trying to do that for also him and my brothers. And I have a team behind me, people, Navy 380. So if you're looking for beats, looking for stuff to put in your channel, contact him, people. And if you're a content creator, and I see that you're doing live videos and you have StreamYard sitting up there and not your own logo, you need to holler at GracieK322@gmail.com. This is personal reference that is on Fiverr, people. He is on Fiverr. This is by way of my brother, okay? Reese 007. This is his girlfriend. She does corporate marketing and everything for you guys, okay? Contact her, and you guys can get your logo put up there. Now, what I'm going to do, I already told What's Good Wood, I have something going on that I am creating for. I'm going to get some money from that. If I get the money from that, I'm going to throw that to Gracie K322 since he's been rocking with me since I've been 16 years old. I'm going to go ahead and give him. I'm going to go ahead and give him a logo. So, people, if you are looking for a logo, here's what you got to do. All you do is email her, let her know that Hot Facts Robert Reese sent you. Here's all you do. You email her and tell her what you would like as a design, and she comes up with 4 or 5 different things herself, and she presents those to you. You pick which one you want, and there you go. It is all yours. Okay? A lot of you content creators are trying to get to the next level. Okay? And I know a lot of you guys have seen, like, man, this guy just hopped outside here. He has a logo. He has a brand. He does more than just sit on the court for lives. He has a live show. Yes, people, things have to be put in motion if you want to have a channel, if you want to market yourself in the right way. Okay? Like I told the guys, I'm coming in here and I'm setting my lane. I already have all this stuff set in place for me to go and do my lane. Okay? Other people are trying to do things and they just don't know. But I am here to help. You need a logo. If you need music, if you need anything, if you need to get your own channel out there, I'm going to be doing interviews with all types of people. Just let me know. I am not a stingy person. I am here to help. This community love right here, people. Okay? This is what it is right here. I know Cornbread said you want to interview. Cornbread, I'm going to go and get in contact with your Cornbread, and I'm going to go ahead and knock something down with you. Now, for those of you who also want to know, when it comes down to these appointments here, you can book it directly with me, or I have it set up like this, people. Read the sign behind me, available on all platforms, okay? You can hit me with the phone number here through the email there, the .rr@gmail.com, okay? Or you can head to Facebook, and I have open booking slots on Facebook. You go ahead and put yourself in a slot. It notifies me, and then I approve, and I can approve it. Now, if I get in contact with you, I got to go through all of that. You know what I'm saying? But I have multiple ways on how we can get these things done. So I now have content creators contacting me because they actually see the avenue of what the show is and what this channel is. They now see it as a circuit. I have to hit the circuit if I want to get subscribers and get me out there. They want to get me acting out there. I want someone to know me out there. So this is what this channel and what this show does. So I now have people contacting me, asking me about how does the process work. So Cars and Cribs, I'm contacting you. People, let Megan Richmond know. My sister wants to hear something from somebody in Vegas. My sister lives in Vegas. So Megan Richmond, you're out there. Sarah, okay, it says Caleb Palmer sent you a friend request. Okay. Now, Sarah Elizabeth, I spoke with her. She said, let me see how your channel is. After she said that, 5 minutes later, she subscribed. So now I got to go ahead and get in contact with her to book and lay these things down, people. I'm going to be getting in your favorite people. People are like, well, why would someone with 50,000 subscribers do an interview with someone who has 500? I will let you know. They see exactly what it is. When you know what it is, you will go right there. Now, before I finish up these questions with the DoorDash revolution, my main man Rob here, people, we did get 500 subscribers today, okay? We hit 500 subscribers today, so here is the news on the 500 subscriber. For people of you who did not get a chance to watch the short, okay, I'm going to do a contest this week coming up. I'm probably going to pick, you know what? I'm either going to pick one or two people. It's either one or two people. The persons or the person that wins will be able to co-host the whole show with me, Hot Facts with Robert Reese. When there is an interview going on that show, you can ask questions that you want to ask. You will be co-hosting the show with me. When I go over the news clips, I will be referring to you after I go over the news clips and the articles. You will be my co-host for the day on Hot Facts with Robert Reese. We did hit 500 subs. Okay, people. So on Monday, I'm going to be thinking about this over the weekend here. But by Monday, I will go ahead and let you guys know what the contest is going to be. And I think, you know what? I'm going to do it like this. Two people. So there can be three of us here. And it can kind of be, I'm not stealing nothing from round table or whatever, but people, talk shows, there's going to be at least a few people on it sometimes. So we're going to do two people, depending on how I feel, I might bring a third, and you all will be my co-host on here for that day on the show. And that's for the 500 subscriber. Okay, people? Now, I'm going to get back to this question I got right here for you. Three things that you need to improve of with yourself and going with your channel, and three things that you feel are rock solid.
Say again, bro.
I said three things that you want to improve on with your channel and growing it, and three things that you have rock solid that like I do this very well.
Okay, we're gonna start with the need for improvement. We're gonna talk about editing. Like I said, I have to do a little bit of it, but that's where I'm gonna need to do my homework at. Editing. I want to be able to do my intros, have music with my intros and stuff, and work it like I was able to work my podcast. Because I got a podcast channel too, man. And I'm going to open that back up.
Shout that out. It's you. Shout that out. Shout that podcast channel out. It's you. It's part of you.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Shallow Ministries. I got on there. Matter of fact, I got a Father's Day special coming up on it. Well, it's been on about 3 years. Every Father's Day, I talks about it. I forgot to do it for the Mother's Day. I may also give a link to all the ladies to pay attention to it. I'm DJing on that bad boy with some music that I didn't have to worry about copyrights and all of that. But I was able to do it. That's my channel, so I'm able to probably put it out on YouTube as well, which I will do. And it's got nice little soothing music, you know, have good vibes and everything, and uplift your spirit. Because sometimes we need to be encouraged to keep going on in days that we struggle through, and days that we be, you know, feel down and out. You know, all of us have problems, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reason why I don't understand why everybody attacking each other like this. We already got problems already. Summer madness is already here. So we need to be mindful of how we interact with people with these bad behavior and personalities, because you don't want shots to get fired. And then what you gonna do? Somebody may say, well, I got a gun too. It's all about who pulled the trigger first. So, like I said, we got to be mindful of our safety out here and all of that. And all that. Now, my strong points is, and I know I got it on lock, and I use TubeBuddy. It's no secret. I use TubeBuddy. I got it on lock on the SEO. You can look at some of my content. You'll see is anywhere from 90 and above. You know, when those channels is 90 and above, I usually do pretty good. But like I said, after the automobile accident I had this year, I kind of fell off on being consistent. That's one of the things I got to improve in: consistency and organization. That means getting my content out on time. You see, and I want to do more than just once a week. I did it before. I was putting out content 3 to 4 times out a week. Only reason why I'm not doing it now, because I interact. We have meeting with drivers, and we have counseling with drivers, and we got a forum to where I get drivers' feedback on situations they going through and problems we going through, and we figure these problems out together. So I had spent most of my time out here on the grind. So I'm going to start spending more time on this as well. That's the reason why we're building a team. You know, a lot of people tell me, man, you do a whole lot of multitasking. How do you even get through it during the day? So organization is one of the main things I need to do as far as doing this and doing content.
Okay. All right. And people, I told you guys we was gonna have a good one today. People, I told you we was gonna have a good one today. You guys are gonna be going back and watching this over again. Jewels have been dropped in this one. I love this right here. Now, I'm gonna go ahead, people. You guys probably already know what I'm about to ask. I ask every single person. Let the people know why you're rocking with Hot Facts.
My main reason and purpose for rocking with Hot Facts is this, ladies and gentlemen. The man care about what he do in the community. You know, you got to dare to be different. Is one of the main reasons I'm rocking with him. You see what I'm saying? Because he didn't say I'm going to be a cookie cut clone of any content creator out here. And that's not disrespecting content creators. You know, we got to get out of that old fashioned way of thinking. The same old content, just a new face, the same old content. We got to change things up. You see what I'm saying? This is a new time. This is a new day. This is a new era. We got to change things up, and don't be afraid to shake things up. You know, that's the thing. He dared to be different. And he got a lot of skill sets. Oh, I sit and looked at a lot of his episodes. Now, I didn't see all 500 of them, but I seen enough. And I'm going to continue looking. He put them out faster than you can see them. So, but the thing is, keep doing what you're doing, brother. You're blowing minds. You're blowing minds like landmines. And keep up the good work, man. Like I said, you helping the community because you're bringing people together. Kim bringing people together. You see what I'm saying? There's some content creators don't want to see this happening in this atmosphere. That's why I'm rocking with you, brother. We brothers for life. Because I'm gonna be calling you. Might not be on a daily basis, but I'm gonna be calling you. We're gonna be talking. Because see, it's time to do things, man, and you're doing a good job, brother. You're doing a good job.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Well, people, this right here concludes the interview with the DoorDash Revolution. If you have not had a chance, go ahead and check the channel out. Please do go check the channel out. And if you are brand new, let them know that Hot Facts with Robert Reese sent you. People, now what I want you guys to know is that these interviews here, it's more than just an interview. You know, it's a way for you as a content creator to really let yourself out there for your subscribers, for your fans, so that they can feel you a little bit more. And for the most part, it's like you're in court, okay? After your testimonial on the stand, okay, they're either gonna like you or not like you, okay? And that's how life is. Once you get up here, you speak and let people see how you are. And hopefully the goal is to let more people float on into your stable. That's what it all is there. People, I'm only going to go over, and actually you can sit here for this news right here. I'm going to go over one piece of news, okay? And this news came by way of TFT. People, you guys know that he's my deputy up there in the Raleigh area, the Fresno area. So if you are on, which one did I sign up for? Spark, yeah, Spark. If you are on Spark, okay, I'm still waiting. I'm on the waiting list. What he did was he sent me a screenshot, and what it is people. So if you are on Walmart Delivery Spark, okay, Walmart Delivery Spark has officially started the rewards program. Okay, while you didn't qualify for this month, it just means that you can still go and do it each month. Complete at least 20 deliveries this month, have a green customer rating status in my metrics by the end of this month to qualify for the next month, people. Okay, so it says make sure you have Spark now. It says that after accepting an offer, review my customer notes, including, and it'll let you know all the stuff. People get your stuff on, and they have reward programs for fuel and all type of stuff there. You can check these things out in your driver perk spots. I tell people, a lot of people say, well, where do you get these things from? People, most of these apps have a perk spot. Go check out your perk spot and see what's there. You can go ahead and do that. And people, so right now, I said it yesterday, go ahead and when you're doing your driving for Uber Eats, if you hit Diamond Driver with 400 points to get in the month, it's very, very easy. People, any order that's after 9 p.m. or before 11 a.m. is worth 1 point. Anything from 11 a.m. to 2 is worth 3 points. Anything from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. is worth 8. So just think about it, people. You can go and do 5 orders every night with Uber Eats and end up getting a Diamond Driver. But you got Diamond Driver, you got to have 95%. You got to have 95% satisfaction rating on top of that also. But they're just giving you $75 just for hitting that. Now you also get the $75 if you invite someone to order food from Uber Eats or someone that will try, not even sign up to be a courier or anything else like that. You get someone to sign up and order food to get $75. Okay, so as many people as you guys get to say, hey, sign up for order from Uber Eats, you're gonna get $75 added in for the people that you get to go ahead and do that. You can only hit the Diamond Driver once, so that's only $75 once for that. But if you get more people to order from Uber Eats, or let's say you go to a house and you drop off, and let's say they order from Postmates, not Uber Eats. On your app, it shows you which one that they ordered from. It'll say Postmates or Uber Eats. If you go towards the Postmates house, let them know, hey, you know what? If you don't have this, get them to sign up or do something on Uber. What I normally do is I let the people know on Uber this. If you sign up for the Uber One Pass, you automatically get the Postmates Unlimited Pass for free. And it's vice versa. If you have the Postmates Unlimited Pass, you automatically get the Uber One Pass for free on each app. I say things like that to the customers Okay, and then they say, "Oh wow!" Then I'll give them my referral link there as a customer because now, let's say if the app wants to see if you got your stuff up in these, your descriptions, they can actually prove, okay, this person was a customer and that driver was there. So now that they know, it's not no weird stuff. You didn't just post up the link all over. So get that. Go ahead and get that money right there. That's the only news I wanted to go over, people, because we're at 2 hours right now. I'm going to save the rest of the news for Monday and get into it there. People, by the way, DoorDash delivery, Van is stopping by on Monday, 2 p.m. same time. Van has almost 30,000 subscribers, people. He is stopping by, and guess what? We're going to have a good time. So, people, we're going to be signing out like this. DoorDash Revolution. Let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on the DoorDash Revolution channel on YouTube. I'm working on a Facebook page. I'm getting ready to do a website. Once I get those done, I will be letting people know. We're going to be putting out more content. We're going to start once a week, and then once we get everything established, I will make my announcement about twice a week. But yes, you can find me on the DoorDash Revolution. It's a household name. You can just get on the mic and say DoorDash Revolution, and boom, there it is. And I want to thank you. I want to thank you, brother. Once again, it was a privilege as well as an honor to be on your show today. You help keep us humble because of what you're doing, and you paving the way as a trendsetter. And continue doing what you're doing, brother. And we just salute you, man. We thank you so much, brother. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And we thank you for taking the time out to bug us to get us here, man. I had to see at least five guys, man, get interviewed and everything, and then I said, okay, I'm all right.
And they came quick, didn't they? Didn't they come quick? Yeah,
they did. Yeah, they did. But thank you, man. Thank you so much, man.
No problem. People, you know what? We gonna sign off after that. I'm signing off like Chuck Woolery, people, in 2 and 2. See you guys later.